There was a young man named Kabir, 23 years old, always busy, always moving, always distracted. Phone always ringing, friends always calling, music always playing. He hated being alone. He hated quiet, because when everything stopped, when the noise disappeared, he could hear something, his own thoughts, and they scared him. You're not good enough. You're falling behind. Everyone's ahead of you. So he filled every second with noise, with distractions, with people, anything to avoid that voice inside. One day, his phone died, his charger broke, his music stopped, and for the first time in years, Kabir sat in complete silence. At first, it felt uncomfortable, wrong, like something was missing. He looked around his small apartment, empty walls, unmade bed, scattered clothes. His life looked messy because his mind was messy. He tried to sleep, but the thoughts came flooding back. What are you even doing with your life? Why are you always running? When was the last time you felt real? He covered his ears, but you can't run from your own mind. The silence grew louder and louder until he couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed his jacket, walked outside, hoping the world would drown out the noise inside. He walked for hours. No destination, no plan, just walking. The city was asleep, streets empty, shops closed, only the sound of his footsteps. And then he stopped, in front of a small temple. Old, quiet, forgotten. The door was open. He didn't know why, but he walked inside. It was completely silent. No music, no people, no phones, just peace. He sat down on the cold floor, and for the first time, he didn't fight the silence. He let it be. And something strange happened. The thoughts didn't attack him. They just appeared, softly, clearly, like they'd been waiting for him to listen. You've been running because you're afraid of facing who you really are, afraid of admitting you're lost. And for the first time, Kabir didn't argue. He just listened. Tears rolled down his face, not from sadness, from relief, because finally he stopped pretending. He sat there for an hour, maybe two. Time didn't matter anymore. And in that silence, he found something he'd been searching for his whole life: clarity. He realized all the noise wasn't protecting him, it was drowning him. All the distractions weren't helping him, they were hiding him from himself, from his dreams, from his truth. He thought silence was empty, but it wasn't. It was full, full of answers, full of peace, full of direction. He left the temple that night, but he took the silence with him. The next morning, he didn't turn on music immediately. He didn't check his phone first thing. He just sat and listened to his breath, to his thoughts, to his heart. And slowly, things became clear. What he wanted, what he didn't, who he was, who he wasn't. The silence didn't give him all the answers, but it gave him something better: the courage to ask the right questions. Here's what most people don't understand. Silence is not the absence of sound. It's the presence of truth. We fill our lives with noise because we're afraid of what we'll hear in the quiet. But that quiet is where everything changes. It's where you stop lying to yourself. It's where you stop running. It's where you finally meet the person you've been avoiding, yourself. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more advice. You need silence to hear what your heart has been screaming while your mind was too loud to listen. Kabir didn't become a monk. He didn't leave the world, but he learned something powerful, that the answers he was chasing were never outside. They were always inside, waiting, in the silence. So ask yourself,
When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No phone, no music, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. Because the person you're running from might be the person you need to become, and you'll never meet them in all that noise. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that help you find clarity.